as I learned, you can have a good day, good week, good month. Next thing you know, something happened.
Yeah.
We all know this. We
Oh
all know
yeah.
this. It's
Yeah.
inevitable. It's always gonna something is gonna
That's
not
business
going
and
the
that's
right way.
life. Yeah, it's
That's
business and
life,
life.
and you have to be okay with it and roll with it and get up and do it again.
All right. I'm here with my friend Bruce Panyapol here on the podcast. Bruce coming for us. You're in Nashville, Tennessee, correct?
Yep, I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Yep.
Nashville, and you have Chonburi Muay Thai, and I just realized you have like some kind of shark. Is that a skeleton riding a shark in the background there?
Yeah. That's a.
New
I don't know
design.
how I came up with it. I just kind of came up with that and kind of run with it, and my designer kind of draw it out. I just want this, and then it just kind of
It ended up coming out. I think I've seen you post that on you guys' socials and stuff like that too.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
me and you, I think I first met you at the USA qualifiers in Denver.
Yep,
I think that's the
exactly. I
first time I
remember
met
that.
you. Yeah, and you had
Yeah,
your fighter Tyler Dongse who was
you want
fighting
to
on
say,
there,
yeah,
correct?
yep.
So
That was 4 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, I think like
3 years.
3 or 4 years ago. So
Yep.
you've obviously your gym that you have out there, Chonburi Muay Thai. Tell me a little
hmm
bit more about it.
So we opened Chonburi Muay Thai about 11 years ago. So 11 years ago, I ran a space and from another programs like a jujitsu gym.
Mhm.
So I kind of started a Muay Thai program under them, and then grow a little bit from there. After 5 years, I opened my own place. So
Okay.
that's how it went.
So
Um,
when you for the jiu-jitsu place, how you were there for 5 years?
yeah, I two different location, but I was there for 5 years. Of
Nice.
didn't open my own place. Just have my
Mhm.
own program. I rent the space in off time, so it's not the best time to keep us, the time that I can't use. So
Mhm. Mhm.
that's what I used
Yeah.
late night time. That's how it
Nice.
went.
I think that's how a lot of Muay Thai programs that have been around a while have been. So now that you're in you just moved to a new location. We were talking a little bit about it before we started recording, and it's
Yeah.
a gymnasium that was from a church or something like that. So it was a
Yeah.
basketball hoop in there.
Yeah. So the church is real close to us. It's just a little bit off. It used to be an old gymnasium. So it's an old, like, dying church and then been sold out to somebody.
Mhm.
Now, the guy that bought it rent out different space and out.
Yeah.
So now it has church, Muay Thai program. It might have like a coffee shop down the road. It might
Nice.
have some more stuff on there. I think
Nice.
car rental is gonna be up somewhere there. So we have
Sweet.
70 car parking space. So I don't know. It's good.
Nice
It's
big
good.
space to grow. Yeah, good to grow
Yeah.
into, right? So,
Yeah.
how long were you in the previous space for?
We were there about almost 4 years. So the first time we got my own 5 years. So first time maybe I have like really small space, like 1,000 square feet,
Oh, wow.
maybe. Really, really small. And then once within a year, a next door business left. So once they left, we took over that space. So it got 2,000 square feet. So we
Nice.
were there until 3 months ago. So now we are here. Now it's almost 4,000 square feet.
It's a big jump, right?
It's a
But
big
I think you
jump.
guys needed it though.
Yeah. Yeah, we were packed all the time. We couldn't grow any more students for almost 6, 7 months. It
Yeah.
was pretty much packed.
You guys had a
We
waiting
couldn't grow no
list?
more. Waiting list, and we have to add more class, and we can't add any more class. Right now, we add 34 classes a week,
Wow. Wow.
adult and kids, all Muay Thai.
Yeah.
No fitness, no juju, only Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
34 class a
That's
week.
amazing, man. And looking back from like when you first started, did you ever think that it would like Muay Thai would grow
No,
like this? Yeah.
no, one class a day, maybe
Yeah.
4 days a week, maybe
Yeah.
4 people in a class, 5 people in a class, and I just did it. I didn't
It's
think
something on the
about.
side, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. I have a regular job, so
Yeah.
I didn't
So
think it was gonna be
are
this
you doing
way.
the Muay Thai gym is full time now?
Full time. It's been
Full
full
time.
time for almost 5 years now. Yeah.
Nice, man.
So
So
yeah, thank
how
you.
did you get in? How did you get into Muay Thai?
When I was Muay Thai, I did when I was a kid, but I didn't went through like a regular Muay Thai, a Thai person
Hmm.
route. They stay in the gym. I stay at my parents' house. I didn't
Yeah.
stay at the gym, but that gym is only 2 blocks away from my mom's house.
Nice.
So I trained back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But then when I moved to US, because long story short, me and my mom got divorced when I like
Hmm.
first grade. My mom moved away. Long story short, I stayed with my dad. My mom moved away, and I just pretty much stay at the gym or stay with my dad.
Yeah.
When my mom moved to US, she went to college. She remarried, and she sponsored me to here when I was 18, 19.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
how I
And
got
so that's
here.
how you immigrated over.
Yeah, that's how I got here. Got my green card then. Then my mom said within a year, it's like, I'm gonna move back to Thailand. So I was here for a year. I didn't um my mom been here for a long time, but she's like, I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm gonna go back to Thailand. You want to go back to Thailand? I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna stay here now. So I didn't have a job. I didn't have a house. I didn't have a money. I had like a piece of crap car. And then I
You
don't know
got
what to
to.
do.
Yeah.
So I signed the army, 4 years in the
Mm.
army, and then trying to find a job. And that's how I stay here.
So you served 4 years in the U.S. Army?
Yep. End up with six. I signed for four. End up with six because 9/11 hit
Hmm.
and Afghanistan and Iraq hit. So
Oh,
I had to stay in for 6 years because I was
what part?
infantry.
Yeah, I was gonna say infantry. So were you over in Iraq and stuff?
I was in Iraq for a year. I went to Kosovo for a
Mm.
year and then got back, sent me back to Iraq for a year. I was
Oh,
at Fort Campbell. Fort Campbell, Kentucky was my station, and that's an hour away from Nashville. So
got
that's
it.
how I got here.
Got
So
it.
now that's how I
Okay.
got to Nashville. Makes sense?
Yeah, yeah. That the
Yeah.
military that makes sense 100%. I figured it was
Yeah.
something like that because I knew you had some military background, but I wasn't sure
Yeah.
what it
Yeah.
was. So that it
So
really makes sense that you're in Nashville then. Like that's
yeah, it's
just
an hour away. Once I got out, I just pretty much stayed. I didn't know where to go. My parents not here. My
yeah.
parents in Thailand. Both my mom and my dad. My sister, everybody's in Thailand. So I'm here.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, talk about the American dream,
Yeah.
right? Because it literally came here. What were you doing? Like, outside, once you got out of the army, did you get straight into
Mhm.
teaching Muay Thai, or what were you doing?
No. So first I went back to school because we got GI Bill. I went those technical school. I didn't go to back to like university or anything. I went and learned drafting. You
Hmm.
know what? Yeah. So I did drafting for 2 years, and then I got out. I got a regular job as a mechanical drafting and civil drafting.
Okay.
But it wasn't like it's a full time, but it's a contract. So you always work as a
It's only a
contract.
certain
So
amount
it's
of
not.
time that you're working. Yeah.
Yeah, your work done with this project, you move on to the next project, and you move on to the next project. It
Hmm.
wasn't like it's
Consistent.
iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine, it's good money, but you don't know. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes it's just like, hey, we have no contracts, right?
Yeah, yeah, they'll let you go. Oh, I got a
Yeah.
contract, you come back.
Well,
It's not
it's
that way.
definitely I have some friends who've worked with like Lockheed Martin and things like this, where it's like military contracts. So they would
Yeah,
during war busy. They're like welding, doing
yeah,
all this stuff. There's no war. They got a new
yeah.
job.
You get out. Yep.
Yeah,
Let people go. Yep. That's how the company works. So everybody knows this.
yeah.
So that's why. And then do Muay Thai, Muay Thai, Muay Thai. And it just kind of grew. It's just full time. So now.
So, what do you think? Obviously you're a hard worker, but what do you think are like some of those daily habits that you do that kind of contributed to having a successful business, successful Muay Thai gym, and a successful Muay Thai
Um,
team? Like your fighters, like it's
yeah,
always good seeing good technique,
yeah.
everybody's respectful, and that
Um,
obviously comes from the top down.
in my opinion, I don't know if for everybody else. For me, it worked. I select good team, good management that under me that I can trust, and then
Mm,
he will work well. Me, me and him, it's almost I'm the boss. Yes, I understand that, but me and him does give a lot of feedback with each other. I want him to give me a good feedback, even though it's am I right or wrong? I want him to
mm,
really tell me. I don't want him being be a yes man. I don't
yeah.
want that person at all. A zero. I want them to really talk to me in the right way, of course.
Mhm.
I love the job. Maybe that's one of the thing. I enjoy my job. team, and I have a mentor. I have a mentor for 5 years now. I have a meeting with him once a week for an hour, 2 hours, depending how long we have to talk. That helps a lot as a business mentor, and I trust him.
Hmm.
Um, he doesn't. I don't want to pay him.
Yeah.
He's a retired 70-year-old guy that
Oh
used to do
wow.
private with me. 70, and he used to live in California, but he moved.
Yeah. We
He's
were talking
retired,
about
and
that transplant.
yeah, yeah, and then he retired as a trucking company business, like a big trucking company
Wow.
business, California. Over 70 trucks.
When did he retire? Do you
I
know?
think he's 60, 64, 60. I don't know, but he sold the company,
Hmm.
whatever, and they moved. His wife, he moved here because his wife is a VP at Vanderbilt Hospital.
Okay.
So, and then he just wanted to do privates and then kind of
You guys
go
end up
from there.
talking,
From that.
becoming friends.
Become a really good friend, and he's super nice guy and helped me with everything. I trust him because there's no money involved. There's
Yeah.
no connection. He doesn't lead me into a wrong way because he's just there
What's
to
his
help.
incentive? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I make the decision. He gives me option, and
Hmm.
that's what I like a lot about him.
Nice. So, I obviously going through that, having a mentor, like I have business mentors and stuff like that. It's key,
Yeah,
man.
it's help big time.
Yeah. Without
Life
our,
and business.
yeah, because
Life and business.
sometimes in business you have a situation that comes up, you're like, what the heck? And they're like, oh yeah, I dealt with that before. It's like, okay.
Mhm.
Tell me what you did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. And he gave me option, and he know what's the right answer, but he doesn't tell me.
Hmm.
He kind of give me like, "Oh, you do this, 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 or this. What do you think?" And then we talk about it. We talk about it, and he's straight up. He's upfront. Older people, I feel like they sometimes be direct, and that's what I like.
Hmm.
It helped.
Yeah, 100%. Like, for me, I invested in mentors. Like, I like paid to be
Yeah.
around people because I was like, I need to be around people who've done what I've done or like want to
Yes,
do,
it helped.
right? That they've been where I want to go, and I want to know how I can get there and not
Mhm.
make the same mistakes they did.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Whether it be a time investment, financial investment,
Yeah.
whatever it is, it's really worth it.
Yeah.
I, obviously, with business and having a Muay Thai gym, the dynamics it can be very volatile and stuff like that too when it
Mhm.
comes into it. I mean, you guys survived through COVID and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, like looking back on like I don't know if it was COVID or another situation that could have devastated or shut down your business. Did
Yeah.
you have any moments like that?
So I mean, there's always a moment all the time.
Mm.
I mean, we know this.
Yeah.
COVID, of course, so that's every gym. We was in we live in Nashville, so Nashville opened within 3 or 4 months. So we were
Okay.
lucky. You can do one-on-one, but you can't do class.
Yeah.
So that helped. I think I did over 100 one-on-one in 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
So I kind of bust.
Yeah, man. Your
Work.
shoulders, your elbows, everything.
Yeah, exactly. It was tough. And I was lucky. Some of the student was keep the membership. Not a
Yeah.
lot, but it paid the bills. And a gym was still new, so wasn't too bad. But
Yeah.
everything's always anything. As I learned, you can have a good day, good week, good month. Next thing you know, something happened.
Yeah.
We all know this. We
Oh
all know
yeah.
this. It's
Yeah.
incredible. It's always gonna something is gonna
That's
not
business
going
and
the
that's
right way.
life. Yeah, it's
That's
business and
life.
life.
And you have to be okay with it and roll with it and get up and do it again.
Yeah. For sure. And it's
um,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a crazy thing. It's definitely given me some gray hairs,
Oh
throughout
yeah.
the years
Oh
of
yeah.
doing that.
But in my opinion, and when you work for yourself, I don't think I can work for somebody else again. I mean, maybe I could if I have to survive and
Mhm.
take care of my family, but it's still better up here, even though it's more pressure, more
Mhm.
responsibility, more everything's coming down on you more. But I'd rather work for myself.
Well,
I,
that's kind of where I think like martial arts, Muay Thai in particular, you get used to dealing with that kind of pressure. And it's like, the first time you have somebody putting pressure on you when you're sparring or
yeah,
in like fighting, it's overwhelming. It's hard. But then you learn how
yeah,
to like, hey, I feel good here. I'm comfortable with my defense. I'm comfortable with my movement, my breathing. And it's
Yeah.
similar in business. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, we had our roof completely like removed out of nowhere.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, our bad roofing contractor hired by our landlord,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
it was one of those things I just showed up. I'm like, of course. Like,
Yeah. Of course it's happened.
yeah, I'm like, of course this
Yeah.
is happening. Yeah, of course. And it's you just kind of people are like, are you freaked out? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like,
We gotta fix it. That's all we have to know.
yeah, all I need to know is like, okay, so what are we gonna do next? I'm like, we survived through COVID, and if anything I've learned was that if we made it through COVID, not having a roof is like the least of our problems. Like this is fine. Like, yeah, it sucks, but like,
Yeah.
hey, we can go to the park, we can go outside, we'll figure
Yeah.
something out, right?
My old place does that too. Like my old location, when it rained, sometimes the water leak under
Under the door.
not my, not my door,
Uh,
the next door, the next business door, but it come back through the wall. So under
oh
the
shit!
mat be
What?
wet. So I pull those mats out at least 20 some 30 times within a couple years.
Yeah.
30 times clean and put the mats back. At least 20 some more. I'm just saying.
Oh
So
yeah. We
been
had
there.
that. We had yeah. You definitely have, and been there too. It's like the where like it'll flood underneath like bay door, all this
But I don't
craziness.
want to talk about bad because business,
No,
I mean, I love my
it's
job, but
yeah, it's great.
not everything, yeah. Not
Yeah,
everything is people don't see, oh, so he got a nice gym. Oh, he got this. But
yeah.
it's you don't see what's behind.
No, they see like the small. I think there's like a meme image, and it showed like it was an iceberg, and it was like the tip, and it was showing like it was all success, and it was like hard work,
Yeah.
failure, sweating, crying, laughing, almost dying, like all these things that come
Yeah.
into like that little bit of success that people see.
Yeah. And then, I
Um,
mean, you do the same thing. Is everybody I talk to, I feel like they have similar story.
oh yeah, 100%. So with that, like, what do you think is like a critical skill that somebody could have when it comes into like a Muay Thai business that would help them succeed? Like if somebody was getting into it the first time.
At least a plan,
Mhm.
something, a plan first. It's a plan, and then you have to know is that plan is gonna run. Okay, you think it's a good plan, maybe it's not a good plan. Then you have to have a team. You can do it by yourself, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough, right?
You have
I
to
don't
have a
know. Maybe
plan. You
you
have to be
could.
able to adapt. You have to be able to
Yep.
freestyle.
Freestyle strategy. I think it's come with experience. I think
Mm,
in my opinion, first day I was scared to
mhm.
be in a first building, even at that 10,000 square feet. The rent was it's good. It's great.
Yeah.
But I was scared. I was super scared, like going, is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? And
Yeah.
it's okay. And then moving to second space, I was scared again. Is this gonna work? Oh man. And I got this one. I was like, man, this is a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff involved. And so it's gonna be okay.
Mm.
If not, you gotta bust your butt, do something.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. But I mean, make it happen. There's a me. I don't like that. I don't like it
Mm.
because you have to have it. You can try and make it happen. It doesn't make it happen. It doesn't
Yeah.
happen
Yeah. You can fail. You can fall on
unless
your face. Right.
yeah, unless you have a plan, you have a mentor, you have a good team, like your job enough. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to really love it and
Yeah,
love it enough to show up on the days where it feels like you shouldn't show up.
yeah. That's pretty
Right.
much just all I can. It might work for me. It might not work. If I could be like open a gym 20 miles down the road, I mean, it could not work. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It
So,
worked for me now, but
yeah. Yeah. Well, like kind of going into that too, like having the mentor and having the game plan and stuff like that. What's if you don't mind sharing with us,
yep, yep.
is what's like a lesson, a valuable lesson you learned from one of your mentors?
I learned one thing is have a yearly goal and have a quarterly goal.
Mhm.
That's what he always tell me, quarterly goal, and then you have I know this one might not be much for everybody, but I have a high standard. But if my employees is not up to my standard, I get anxious. I get frustrated and I can't sleep at night. But once I talked to my mentor was like, "You'll be here. This is my level, right? I'm always go
Mm.
100%, and they're here. That's okay, because nobody's gonna be just like you.
Mhm.
Nobody, because you have too much. You have experience of this. It's yours. If they're here, you keep working with them, keep working them, keep coaching them. You can be here. They will never be here. If they be here, it'd be great, but you will never find somebody there.
To
And
to
that's
manage
kind of,
that. Yeah.
yeah, and that's kind of more my release, because
Mhm.
I was very high standard, and that's
Mhm.
too much on me.
Yeah.
And that's how
It
my anxiety.
that man, that's kept
That's
me up at night. I had sleep issues about 5 years into my business. It would keep me up. I'd
yeah,
wake up at 2:30 a.m. and I would start working
yeah,
because
yeah.
of this, right? So and
Because of this, yes.
you have to
Be
learn to let
okay.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. That was very tough with me.
I
I don't know
I
for everybody else, but that's just for me.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I talk to a lot of people, business people, Muay Thai people, everybody, and I honestly think it's the line between having a bigger kind of like I'd say like a business or organization, and having a smaller, more, which is there's two levels, right? You can like grow and create this big business, and or you can keep it small and be like this sole professional. That's fine.
That's fine.
But yeah, but the people that are the sole professional that want to be bigger, that's one of their hardest leaps is letting go of that little like, hey, no one's ever really gonna be where I'm at. But if they're like 60% there, 70% there, and I can keep working on them, then it'll be okay. And you can continue to grow. Because I actually I looked on your website, man. I didn't realize your staff was that big.
Yeah, we have a 9 to 10 now, but even we got some stuff that's not on there because we need to update. We need to update the website a little bit, because we have many classes. I don't want people to teach more than 5 classes a week. It kind of go down, in my opinion. It's kind of like, yeah, quality's gonna go down. I want everybody to be come in fresh, want to coach, not like just come in, just coach and go home.
Man, they just
Uh,
give them an N150 and throw them in there. Just
I teach. I I teach almost 9 to 10 class a week.
yeah,
Privates depends how I feel that
yeah,
week.
yeah.
But some week I do 5, 6, depends how I feel. But I like. I'm not saying everybody. I like teaching, and
Mhm.
But I need vacation sometimes. So,
Yeah, there's a balance, because
yeah,
you're here for a long time, not a short time,
yeah. So
right?
when I when my coach teach, sometimes I sit and watch, and
Mhm.
I'm not supposed to. My mentor said just leave it alone and and I don't say anything.
Mhm.
Maybe a week or two later, if we have coach meeting, me and just individual, me
Mhm.
and my other some coach, we have sit down like 30 minutes and talk. It doesn't
Mhm.
have to be about class. It can be about what you have a problem, you have how do you teach this, or what did you should do better, or whatever. It doesn't have to be about class. It could be like life. It could be anything. But I
Yeah,
like to have a meeting with all my staff. I take them to lunch or something, or if you want to go out to lunch, I'll pay for it, or we can sit here in office and talk. I
yeah,
like to do that, and that kind of help.
yeah. Definitely when it comes into like team building, that communication with them
Communication is the
one to
key.
one and group. Yeah,
Yeah, a
it's a
lot of time on
difference.
your hand though. A
Yeah,
lot take a lot of time, but
yeah. It's a must. And the
yeah,
communication thing. I was reading through. It's like the difference between being like average and being exceptional is like
yeah.
for like a business and a team is great
Mm.
communication.
Communication all the time.
Mm.
Team meeting, fighters meeting, coaches meeting, oh everything. Meeting after meeting. I thought it was
Me. Yeah.
meeting.
I thought I was just here to run a Muay Thai gym, man, and teach
Yeah,
classes.
exactly. That's how I
So
learned through. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, kind of going through that. Obviously, like the notion in our minds when we start like like a Muay Thai gym or like a competition
Mhm.
team or whatever, you always have like this idea in your mind, and going back onto it as far into your journey you are. If there's one thing you could like press the reset button on and like go back and
Mm.
implement earlier, what would it have been?
Well, I think have my own space
Mm.
earlier. I mean, I understand where I start
Yeah.
small, and then you don't wanna rent, and you don't know get a space, and you don't got like 10 student. We don't know, but
Mm.
build your name, build your brand, get a mentor right away, get a website, good website right away. Um, just kind of have my own place early because before I
Mm.
rent the space, I didn't have a sign, I didn't have a bad time. There's no way you can grow your business if you're like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
The class.
Like you said, to
You have
start,
to,
it's okay, right?
yeah.
But then get out of it as soon as
Um,
possible.
as soon as you think it's the right time. I don't know if
Hmm.
everybody's the right time. Like I maxed out my old location for like almost a year. Six, 7, 8, 9. It could be, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I maxed it all the way out. I don't want to move in early. I could have a nicer gym, but doesn't mean you have better profit, make more money.
Yeah.
It has to be the right time because I really want to move it long time ago, like
Uh,
early. But my mentor was like, no, this
wait.
is the right
Yeah.
wait. Then okay.
That's solid advice too, because like that's one of those things I had this conversation with our team. We're in a 2,000 square foot space,
Yeah.
right? We got like our town is probably it's in Ventura
Hmm.
is one of the more volatile like real estate markets in the country. It's
Yep.
actually it's the most expensive place to live in California now
Wow.
for to buy a home. So because the real estate shot up, all this stuff, right?
Mm,
So a lot of people moving in and out. Like I had instructors, they moved out of state,
mm,
right? So with that too is getting back and like you said, maximizing your space, maximizing your time, your program schedule, everything like that too. And we're like just now starting to get back to like being like because 2019 we had like oh man yeah we had noontime classes Monday through Friday. We had 9 a.m. classes we were going to have every morning, all this stuff where we
mm.
were starting to maximize all our training times. And then COVID hit, and like we're just now starting to like get back there to normal. But then we added in this whole volatility with real estate and people's living expenses and stuff. It's crazy, man. So it's like
Yeah.
having that mentor kind of hold your feet over the fire and let you know when it was time
Yeah.
is
This
that's a
time,
good
yeah.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, wait. It's like even though small space, I feel like I did better over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I couldn't grow. So
Mhm.
you got to pick and choose, right? Until it's ready to grow and then ready to take a step. Because sometimes you can have a great business and then you go too early and then your fit businesses fail. And then
Yeah.
you start all that stuff. You did all that stuff for years and then now it just fail all of a sudden. Just how
Mm.
you have big rent is.
And start over again.
So that's what he said. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let's wait.
Like I don't want that.
Yeah,
Well, so
no,
getting away from some of the business stuff and everything too, when it comes into Muay
yeah.
Thai, obviously, like you said, you started in Thailand. So where in Thailand were you from?
Chonburi Muay Thai in Thailand, Chonburi.
Chonburi, Thailand, right?
Yeah, Chonburi, Thailand. So I live in it's almost like the city of Chonburi. An hour away from Bangkok.
Mm,
We live real close to the ocean, but the part that I live, it's not like Pattaya. It's not the tourist area. It's
yeah.
more of a local area. The water, the ocean is almost like Louisiana type, like a lot of muddy. It's not sand, so it's that kind of ocean. So nobody really go there, but it's a lot
Mm,
of fishermen. That's our like a main job, and then different ties. I mean, whatever
yeah.
they do, but mainly it's a lot of fishermen around there.
Yeah. Same
But
thing
Chonburi
in
used to,
Pattaya.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But back in the day when it wasn't like touristy, it wasn't
Hmm.
big yet. A lot of Muay Thai gym, but now Chonburi barely have any Muay Thai gym anymore. It used to 20. Now maybe one or two
Yeah.
small gyms
Well,
around.
do you follow Joe Comerford? He's like there's like some media in Thailand and stuff.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't.
so
I
he,
don't.
I guess there is some stuff from the Sports Authority of Thailand that like there was around 10,000 registered Muay Thai gyms in Thailand with the Sports Authority of Thailand. After
Mm,
COVID, there's 850. So
Yeah,
because
it's not the same no more.
no, the whole market completely changed during that time. Like Roger Damnun
Yeah.
is completely different. It's like more commercialized. They have all the live
Yep.
streaming and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
Not just
you know,
Muay Thai, business
yeah,
in Thailand.
everything.
Yeah, business in Thailand is gone because they were gone for like 3 years of shutdown.
Yeah.
How anybody can making money? It has how the gym that I used to train with, under the owner passed away. Once the owner passed away, somebody could step in, but it's not the same. Within
Mhm.
2 years, gone.
Uh,
But he's like, oh, you know what I mean? So once
yeah.
he's oh, his son or his daughter could have took over, but
Mhm.
it's not the same. It's not the same. You know how it goes. So that's what happened there.
Yeah.
Uh, but
That's life, man. And
yeah,
you know, going into it with like the business is something that I think and I haven't talked about it here before. Is like here in the U.S. we have credit cards, we have business loans, things like that.
mhm.
Like most Thai people, they don't have a credit card and they don't have access to business loan. It's cash,
No,
right?
no cash.
So
Yeah,
so if there's no cash coming in, business is gone. You can't like lean on a loan or a credit
yeah.
card unless you loan money from the mafia or
And
something like that.
and it's connection. And Muay Thai is for owners in Muay Thai gym in Thailand. It's all connection. If you don't know another promotion and you don't know this person, you don't know this person, you won't get your fighters into that promotion, or you don't get
Mm,
any, or you even get the new kids come in. It's not like
mhm.
that anymore. Before, kids can go in and start training. Nowadays, no kids want to do Muay Thai.
It's a
It's
hard
not
job
even there
too.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hard job. It's harder than go get a regular job sometimes. I feel like sometimes so much more time to put in to get this much money. I think
Yeah.
sometimes, but you're top 10, top five, okay. But
Yeah. But that's like
beginning,
you're dipping in like, have like a whole it's like the cream of the top of the
yeah,
of everything that might make it to there, right?
yeah,
Um, with like the demographics and stuff like that and how the market in Muay Thai has changed for fighters,
yeah.
right? So obviously you're somebody that likes to plan, have goals and stuff like that. And it's a conversation I've been having recently. So we see like one championship, right?
Yep,
And but then we're seeing also RWS, right? Roger
yep,
Demnon World Series.
yep.
And I see them kind of doing there's one is more like authentic. They do a Waiku Ramoy and they do 3 rounders too, but they also do 5 rounders and they have Roger Demnon Stadium that's licensed for that.
Mm.
And then you have one championship, small gloves, different fighting style, things like that too. So
Yep.
like, do you shoot for either one of those or are you shooting for like one championship,
I like both.
RWS? Yeah, you like
I
both?
like both.
Yeah.
Um, Thai people, my Thai friend might get mad at me at this. They all like Raja Damner more. 5 rounds, all right, or three
Yeah.
rounds. I like both. You can't grow you Muay Thai around the world with. I mean, they could RWS, but take forever. If
Yeah.
you want the sport to grow, one championship. But I want 5 round and then 8 ounce glove, not 10,
Yeah.
8. That's what I want. But
Like 8 ounce boxing glove?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
want. But
You know,
MMA glove is great, but man, it's for the puncher, and it's kind of take the Muay Thai kicking sport away, in my opinion.
you get more
There's only three
brawling.
rounds.
Yeah.
If you 5 rounds, you better you just be careful. You can't do all brawl, and you're gonna get gas. A little bit longer clinch. I'm not saying that one championship need to stop the a little bit longer. It could be give me a little bit longer. You don't have to be like let it go the whole time. Give
Yeah.
me a little bit, not much, and the people will still be excited. Just give it a little bit more.
It's funny because like you look at sports like mixed martial arts. They used to give them they never stood them up before, right? And they want to
Yeah,
come with the opposite way where they started standing people up, right?
yeah.
And that's part of their sport. And then Muay Thai, we went from like having more clinching to like very
No
minimal.
clinch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that make no sense. We still up. We still standing up.
yeah. And
What do
it's
you
like there's
mean?
still
It's elbow and
activity.
knee. Yeah,
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 it's still activity.
yeah.
And I wonder if that's just going to come with education. Like, I wonder if it's something that will get brought back. I mean, we see
I
sports
think
change all the time, and there's cycles. There's cycles that go
yeah.
through Muay Thai. Look like,
It's
if
changing right now. I see it.
yeah,
When I watch the one championship, there's a lot of changing. I know there's a lot of boxing now. There's a lot of elbow involved. So
Yeah.
We know his elbow is just start catching on. Before it was all boxing. I think clinch will come back a little bit because I see
Hmm.
some girls fight. They get in clinch. They didn't stop it
Hmm.
for a while. Some people that's going to clinch and they're not doing activities and they kind of stop it. I see some like the Phuket fight team. They go in the clinch and they let them if they get active knee early.
Hmm.
It seems like they let it go for some. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
they
you
let it
need
go a
to.
little bit more.
Yeah, maybe you need to be active early. If you just go and hang on it because through a coach and fighters meeting, it's like, oh, we're gonna eliminate the clinch. But these people went in and got a clinch and they got active early. The referee let it go a little bit longer. Maybe that's what it meant to be. I don't
Yeah.
know if they like a fighters don't understand. It's like, oh, maybe it's not that much clinch. Let's just don't do it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's okay to do in a clinch, but be active, hard. Maybe it's like they let it go. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's definitely some influence with that bonus for the knockout bonus too.
True.
So
True.
it's like, hey, I'm gonna hold on. I want to break. I want to try it. There's the puncher's chance, right? Like, hey, I know I can
Yeah,
get
true.
him. I can get that bonus. So for those that don't know, you were out cornering Joe Nottawat, right? Against
Yeah.
Tawanchai.
The one shot, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you've been in the warm room. For those that don't know, Bruce. That's he ended up getting us connected with
Sure, not about yeah.
Joe. Yeah, to come out to our academy and stuff too.
Yeah.
Which thank you again. That was freaking awesome. Everybody was like stoked, and it's cool to see him doing his thing. And he's really a
Yeah.
phenomenal story of somebody like started later and like had his peak later.
Yeah. It's more of a him of himself, did everything himself because back in Thailand, he's like it's not a big name. He was in
Mhm.
a big money fighters and he was like getting didn't fight well. But then he just
Mhm.
came to US and train. He live a healthy lifestyle. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't really go out a little bit, but he work out all the time, fit. And then really made name for himself. And it's really rare for
Mhm.
any Muay Thai fighter to say,
To do
don't
that.
have a
Yeah.
coach. Like who does that for 10 years? Yes, you have a coach, but it's not like top coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah, not like a mentor. He didn't have a mentor. It was
not
somebody
like
who
a
was just
mentor.
kind of
You
like
just
training him. Yeah.
yeah, it's not that. It just who does that? I think it's coming from like his personality. I don't know you met him or not, but he doesn't like he does it. He go, oh well, does he do it? Okay, do it. If you want to fight, fight.
Hmm.
Doesn't go in like shaking. He can sleep. Him is 15 minutes before a fight. He can like the biggest fight of his life. He can go take a nap and come back up and go in a fight. He's
You
that
can just
person.
turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't yeah, he can turn it off and sleep and he can sleep well before the fight. He's that person. Like the one shot is the biggest fight of his life. A one
Hmm.
championship to get a belt, one
Yeah.
championship. Lion fight was great, but one championship is way above.
Oh yeah, but bigger stage,
Mhm.
way bigger stage. Well,
So
Bruce, it's been great having you on, man. Thanks for sharing some of this stuff about like, you know, talking today about your gym. How can people find your gym if they're interested in they're nearby Nashville? How could they?
so yep, Chonburi Muay Thai.com or that's pretty easy. Just type in Muay Thai Nashville.
You
Our
guys
name will
pop
come
up?
up number one right away. Number one
Yeah,
for sure.
awesome, man.
There's
Well, I'll
not
make
many
sure.
Muay Thai gym. Not many
No,
Muay Thai gym in Nashville, so we are lucky to
yeah.
have. Um,
Well, I'll
yeah.
make sure to put that link down in the show notes as well
Thank you.
for
Thank
anybody
you
that's
very much.
watching or you're listening. Bruce, I'll see you around, man. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.